guys, welcome to ET Land. Today we are going to start the first episode on What's on My Ally. So today we are going to look at Fae Farm, which is a recently released farm sim game. I'm not sure if you want to say that, and it has been pretty popular, but on the other hand it is a little bit arguable of whether it is a good game. So today we are going to look at how it is like on ROG Ally. By the way, if you are interested in why my ROG Ally look like this, you can go over to my customization video in the description box. Also, just for your information, I received the free code from Keymailer for this game, but I'm not going to be in favor of anyone in this review. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about the performance of this game on ROG Ally. As you can see, it runs super smooth and it is actually running at 15 wattage and at 60 FPS. So running full speed very well, and the screen is really cool, so I mean, you will get a better performance than what you would get on a Switch. Obviously, it is a lot smoother, the graphic is a lot better. However, on handheld mode, it is stuck at 1280p. And if you are using dock mode, it will goes up to 1980p, and you can't change that setting, so it will automatically detect whether you are using it on handheld mode or on a screen, and it will automatically switch it for you. However, if you were playing at dock mode and you decide to undock it and take it somewhere with you, then you'll find that you were not able to press the keys at all. There are many kind of tiny bugs, but this one is severe. I mean, I cannot press anything. Even if I connect my mouse and keyboard to it, it won't work. And I have to say that this is not the problem of my ROG Ally, because I do the same thing with other games and it never happened. So I'm pretty sure that this is a problem with Fae Farm, and I really hope that they will fix it in the future, because whenever this problem happen, I have to restart it and I just simply lose my progress, and it is frustrating. But other than that, everything just works fine on ROG Ally. You don't have to map the keys. Even if you are using a controller, a PS4 controller, it will automatically detect it for you and use the correct key mapping, so that's great. If you are planning to buy this game, I would recommend you to buy it on PC rather than on Switch, because of the frame rate as well as the whole quality of the game. It would run a lot better on PC. So now I'm done with the ROG Ally part, and how is it about the game itself? It is a very difficult question. If you are a fan of Fantasy Life or Rune Factory or even Disney Dreamlight Valley, you'll probably enjoy the first 4 hours. I mean, it is not a farm sim game already. It is a live roleplay game-ish, or some kind of like RPG, but like not really RPG, so it is really at the category of Fantasy Life or Rune Factory. It's more Rune Factory, but then you'll find out it is not exactly the same, because like everything is so mediocre. Like the monsters are so repetitive, and you have to grind through the whole dungeon that I'm showing you right now. There are 25 levels of it, and you have to get over all 25 levels in order to proceed the story. However, since one day is just like 80 minutes in real life, it is really short and you do not have much time to deal with the dungeon, and you have to open every door on every level if you do not have the seal on the here. So if you do not have the seal here, you can't fast travel, and therefore every time at midnight they will send you back to home, and then you have to go through from the first floor until you get the seal on that level, or you find the switch of that level. So I think that is too much grinding because it took me like 10 hours to finally finish the dungeon and then to proceed to the next chapter. And I found that super boring because there is nothing you can do with that and you have to follow that. I mean, in Fantasy Life or in Rune Factory, you have a very rich story plot and you have many things to do. Well, although Fantasy Life is not like a farm theme, but I think it is very in line. It is very in line of this game in particular because actually, although it was originally set as a farm sim kind of game, but you don't really need to farm at all. I mean, there are quests that you need to get certain ingredient from farming, but that's all. That's all I've ever found. And look at these. There are a bunch of machines, and they can't be stored indoors, so you have to leave it outdoor, and they look so ugly, and I really don't like it. I mean, like, other than those machines, the whole world is super cute, super pretty. So if you want me to rate the cuteness of the world, I would say 4.5. If you want me to rate the music, it would be 5 because one of the reason that keep me playing this game is the music. The music is so cozy and the world, the environment is so great. But it really has too much grinding that is unnecessary and that makes people don't want to really play or continue this game for the first 10 hours because of that stupid dungeon. Also, I saw people talking about the dialogues with the NPCs are so boring, and I totally agree with that. And I also saw someone talk about that the romantic relationship were so um not not established and the candidates were so limited. And well, to me, I'm not interested in building romantic relationship with the NPC, so I don't really care about that part. But let's say the storyline is very weak. It is not convincing at all, and I feel like it is very childish and it is very narrow. Like I cannot get into the story like how I enjoyed myself on Fantasy Life. I can never enjoy that much on the story. And as much as I'm not enjoying the story, I also hate the voice acting of the NPCs. I mean, I've been playing Japanese games for my whole life, and the voice acting of the NPCs is so bad. Like, they're not even saying any kind of dialogue. They're just saying ooh, but but the way how they speak is so annoying and so strange. Like, I don't know, it's kind of creep. I wish I can turn off the voice of the NPCs. I mean, you can turn off the voice of your own character, but I couldn't see any option to turn off the voices of the NPC. If you know that, please tell me, but I just find it so irritating. I mean, did you just heard that? Do you get what I mean? Well, anyways, those are the parts that I don't like about it, and I still am playing it. I am on my like 13th or 14th hour, and it is still early to make a conclusion because I think I've already grinded through one of the most annoying parts of the game because you can't do much at the very beginning, and now I got more abilities, so I guess it would be better, but I don't know. Like, it is like $40 game, and I would say if I have got $40, I would save it for Fantasy Life new game that is going to come out at the end of this year or the beginning of next year, it would be a lot more established and interesting, and it will be very addictive, I'm sure. And with that being said, Stardew Valley is just like $15, and the stories and the whole gameplay is a lot more well established. So I don't know, like I wouldn't say that it worth $40 at all. But I guess it would still be a good game if it was like $20 or so, because the graphics are good, the music are good, the whole idea, the concept is good. It's just like the story plots and the whole game system for the dungeon stuff are ruining the games, and you can understand that the game developers are not really knowing what kind of story would kind of triggers people's hearts. So I guess that's the problem. So I would say in conclusion, if you want to play it, let's wait till it is on sale on Steam, and do not get the one on Switch, because it will get a way more bugs than the one on PC, I'm sure. So that's pretty much about my review on Fae Farm on ROG Ally. I hope you find it useful for your decision, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!